Hello colleagues, Scott Blanchett here with another announcement for a new addition to our leadership team. I'm pleased to announce Larry Wolf as the CIO of our emerging markets. This is a new position for the IS leadership team, and I wanted to talk just briefly about the key customer relationships for the emerging markets CIO. A few of those are Bill Altman and Chris Day with the strategy team, Frankie Elliott for managed care, Bill Mills, Dr. Bill Mills for home-based primary care, Lynn Billingsley in our ACOs, Ray Serpina, Government Relations, Lester Bonnert in our Integrated Care Markets, Dr. Mark Rothman, our Chief Medical Officer, and Doug Canute in Corporate Development. These are all key relationships for IS, and I'm very pleased to have Larry in this role and working with these key customers.
Hi, I'm Larry Wolf. I'm the new CIO for our emerging markets. For some of you, I'm an old hand here. I've been at Kindred 28 years, but for many of you, you're a whole lot newer here than I am. So let's see if I can give you a quick rundown on how I got to where I am and where I'm going. So once upon a time, I was very much a hands-on developer, part of the original ProTouch team, and over the years have seen ProTouch grow and handed that over to the next group of folks who've continued it very well. And then worked in our data warehouse group as we were first creating a data warehouse here at Kindred and beginning to bring together information that combined clinical and financial information and created balanced scorecards. And then moving into a more architecture and planning role and beginning to look at what are the emerging trends, what's coming at us from outside of Kindred and new things in technology, new things in healthcare, and have spent the last 6 or 7 years very active in the federal government with the Federal Health IT Policy Committee, representing post-acute care and really making the case pretty successfully that healthcare in America includes post-acute care, and we need to be part of the healthcare solution as well as part of the technology. We have a very robust IS organization that supported Kindred for a very long time, really focused on meeting the needs of the business as the business has been organized. And now we're seeing some new things developing in the market, and Kindred is responding to that. Over the last few years, we've done a lot of work looking at integrated care markets as a way to bring together our existing lines of business, the hospitals, the nursing centers, rehab, home health and hospice, and most recently our physician at home practice. And so what we're now looking at is, as payment models start to change, how do we bring all that together? So emerging markets here really looks at the new healthcare markets, the new healthcare payment plans, and how Kindred is going to evolve to support and meet those plans. So I see my job as really supporting 3 of our leaders. So Chris Day, who's new to Kindred, comes from an insurance background and is looking at how do we build the networks of payers and providers that become the Kindred support in the future, and then how do we bring those together with our own assets in a marketplace and other partners in a marketplace. And that's going to require a fair amount of new technology, because we've never really tried to manage a population before or to truly coordinate the care for thousands of people in an organized manner. We've really focused on the care for individuals in a single care setting, so some new challenges there. In addition, we have the work that Bill Mills is doing. So on the one hand, it's very straightforward. He has a physician practice, there are physician software systems out there, and we're supporting that really well within our current existing infrastructure. But how do we then bring that into a more integrated story so that those physicians in their practice begin to relate with the markets where we're providing care? And finally, as an enterprise, we're beginning to look across our care settings to an integrated clinical view. So Mark Rothman, who's recently been appointed as our Chief Medical Officer for the enterprise, is starting to bring together the company broadly from a care perspective. What do we need to do to really provide our tagline, our motto, continue the care, and look to have meaningful relationships as patients move through our care settings. So I'd like to close by looking ahead towards the things that we've done really well in the past as an IT organization, that we have had great support for the business, that we've been able to scale as the business has grown, that we've been able to shift as the business has changed its focus. We've got some great opportunities in front of us. I'm very glad to be part of this. I'd like to thank again all the people in IS organization who've made this possible, We're going to continue to need your creativity and your skills as we move forward. I'd like to thank Scott again for the opportunity to take on this new challenge.
So please join me in welcoming Larry to the team. Thank you.